Hey friends, so it's Zach, it's me again. So I just watched this video. We're gonna talk about a little bit about gratitude. I always try to incorporate gratitude a little bit into these videos. I'm in my car, if you can't tell. I don't like talking in the house when everyone's there. I feel like my mom always judges me, so whatever. I'm gonna talk to you. She'll probably see this anyway, so Mom, thanks for judging. So I just watched this little video. Right, all of you who are my friends pretty much know that I like to do CrossFit. That's the way I exercise. That's how I train my clients. That's the gym I'm going to be opening, is a CrossFit gym. So CrossFit posted this video on YouTube, on Facebook. And the video starts out with a little girl with a not a headband, but a bandana over her head. And she's doing just shoulder presses, so she's basically pressing the weight over her head, right? So she finishes her repetitions, and she gets up, and she turns around, and she's got a mask on. And immediately I know this mask, and I know, okay, she's going through chemotherapy treatment because I used to have to wear these masks, and she's covering her head because she's bald. She stands up, and she hops because she only has one leg. Now I'm going to post the link to the video, and I hope all of you go and watch it. Because this little girl who has one leg is probably pushing herself harder than 95% of the people in this world. This little girl has one leg. She's going through chemo treatment. I don't know if anyone has gone through chemotherapy treatment, but it sucks balls. It sucks. And this is me kind of getting a little upset. This is as much upset as you're going to see me. But chemo sucks, and you feel like crap on it. There's no way to explain chemotherapy unless you experience it. So for all those who haven't experienced it, I wish you that you never do, and that there's nothing ever that compares to it in your life. But it's horrible. This little girl is doing pull-ups like an adult, and she has one leg. And it just made me realize how much we complain. And obviously I know that I complain and we complain. I think I'm pretty good at not complaining. I'm pretty aware of what I say, and what I'm thinking. I'm a pretty self-aware individual. But I just go on Facebook, and all I see is, oh, work was so hard, and oh, I gotta lose weight, and oh, and I guarantee, I get it. Everyone, hey Ken, how you doing? Everyone has issues. We all have problems that each one of us are going to experience differently. And it kind of ties back into that last, perspective, that last video I talked about, where it's not good or bad, it just is, right? This little girl has turned in having one leg and going through chemotherapy treatment into a positive, into a positive thing almost. She's working out like a champ. Some of my clients and some of the people that I train don't work out this hard. And the people who I have trained who are watching this, I'm sorry. This little girl, if you are complaining about how bad something hurts and how difficult it is, suck your shit up. Like, oh my gosh, this little girl has one leg. Imagine that. Can you imagine having one leg? You're complaining now about, oh, my job is tough, and oh, it's hard, and blah, 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 blah. You have 2 feet to walk on. You know what I mean? You're not experiencing an adolescence full of turmoil and confusion and just this weird, I don't even know how to explain it. When you're an adolescent child developing into who you're going to be, and someone tells you you have cancer, that changes your whole world. You don't get to be normal anymore. You are now a outcast. You're the kid with cancer. This little girl's not only the kid with cancer, but now she's the girl who has one leg. And she's working out harder than I've seen any of my clients ever work out. I'm sorry, all my clients that I've trained and all that, you have nothing on this little girl. I don't have anything on this little girl. So I guess where this is going is that the complaining is unnecessary. And I'm probably not doing this most inspirational or efficient way. But we all have to, not just you and not just, I have to do it too. We all have to start seeing things for what they truly are. Not how we think we're seeing them, but what they truly are, right? They just are. There's no more, the work isn't tough. You make work tough by thinking it's tough. I'll say that again. Work isn't tough. You make work tough by thinking it's tough. Right? The only thing that is restricting you is your mind, is your thinking. This little girl could say, I can't do that. I can't do a pull-up. I'm going through chemotherapy treatment. I have one leg. She is pushing past. She is finding her limitations. All the limitations that only other people have pressed upon her. And she is moving past those limitations. Now, how inspiring is that? Doesn't that make you want to go out and just help every single individual that you possibly can? Get out of your own little bubble and say, okay, I've limited myself in this way. I have said to myself, I can't make this much money. I can't run this far. I can't play this instrument. I can't, right? It's your own individual thinking. Nobody is pressing that on you. You're thinking, and then if someone does say, oh, you can't do that, you say, you're right, you're smarter than me because you obviously know better than I do, so I can't do it. Right? Seriously. It's time to get out of that way of thinking. It's time, okay, I'm going to sound like Obama right now, and I don't even like Obama's healthcare right now. I voted for the man, and I love a black president, but Obama, your healthcare sucks, dude. I'm sorry. It's bad. But that's neither here nor there. It is time for a change. Not a change in little changes. It's time for a shift in awareness. We need to start believing that we have the power to change the world. We have the power not only to change our own reality, to see our life differently, to view our reality differently, but to change the world as a whole. By shining our light, right? Nelson Mandela, that quote where he talks about how by shining our own light, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. Shine your light. Stop resisting it. Stop hiding in the darkness. You're hidden in the darkness. Can't you understand that? When you say, I can't do this, you're hiding in the darkness. You're not shining your light. God, that divine universal spirit within your soul, within your body, within your heart that you feel so deeply and so immensely is telling you, push past what you're thinking. You're not your thoughts. You are so much more than your thoughts. You are the creator of your thoughts. You are the creator of your words. You are the creator of your actions. You decide what you want to do. You are so much more than what other people tell you you are. This little girl, please watch this video and be inspired that a 12-year-old little girl going through chemotherapy treatment with one leg is willing to push herself to her physical limits. She doesn't believe she has limits, so she keeps pushing past them. Don't you want to push past your limits? I know I do. That little girl inspired the hell out of me. And I'm about to push past all the limits that society, that family, that friends, that acquaintances, that everyone puts on me. I'm going to push past those limits, and I'm going to create my own limits. Now, I hope that by watching this video and by seeing this little girl compete inspires you to push past your limits. Because ultimately, there is nothing holding you back but yourself. Literally, it's your thinking. That's it. That is it. That is the only thing that will ever hold you back. And it's time to start changing that. One by one, we're going to change that, and we're going to change the world so that all of us understand our full potential. Hope you enjoyed. See you.